Lots of fun things happening in the world of the MCU here lately. We're going to break that down today.
On the show.
Good morning, Scallywags. So, a few things to kind of go over here. Things are kind of starting to amp up a little bit, not just with Marvel, but also with DC. There's a lot happening over there, too.
We'll talk about that later on in the week, though.
That's for another day. But today we're going to talk about what's going on over in the world of the MCU.
We're looking at the House of Mouse. We're looking at the...
mainly looking at what do we know.
Yeah, what do we know, what have been told, what has been coming out and down the pipe.
Yeah.
We know Disney is ramping up a lot of their things for their own streaming service coming out next year.
We'll talk about that here in just a second. And so, like in the past where we've kind of given like our theories and things on where things are going, today we're going to specifically talk about this is what we know.
Yeah.
We just got our Captain Marvel.
We did get
our Captain Marvel trailer, teaser trailer. Yes. Looks pretty cool.
Loved it.
Loved it.
I loved the first pics of Captain Marvel that came out where you got to see the Skrulls.
Yeah.
I love the fact that she smacked a little old lady. You know that's a Skrull in disguise. Just blam. I also like the fact that they're kind of taking her down a different path. In the comic books, there is the Carol Danvers life, and then there is Marvel.
Well,
and then they merge together.
This is what's cool is that that this movie is not. It's an origin story, but not a typical origin story. In the beginning of this movie, she has already got powers. And we just get like flashbacks to her kind of remembering some stuff from her time on Earth. Marvel may actually be the villain of this movie. He may actually be a Skrull. There's a lot, of course, that goes into speculation territory. We really don't know. But just from what we got from the trailer, I like the kind of comparisons they show throughout her life.
So there's Avengers. There's the title for Avengers 7. Secret Wars.
Yes. Yeah, please. But like where it shows her like playing baseball, and then like when she's doing the ropes, falling and training.
A lot of falling and then getting back up.
But it shows like the different stages of her life.
But I think that's very symbolic, though, of, we fall, we get back up, we try harder, we learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
Kind of like what Alfred said,
Why do we fall?
Why do we fall?
Because I'm Batman.
Because I'm Batman. But I like the fact that they've already established she's got the power, so we don't have to worry about that.
No.
Which, for a Marvel character, that's kind of unusual.
It's going to be weird,
especially one of the lesser known. I mean, she's a big Marvel character, but she's not mainstream as much as, say, Spider-Man.
If you are a Marvel fan of the comics, then you know who Captain Marvel is.
You already know who she is and what she does, and
where like the general populace knows who Captain America and Iron Man and those guys are.
So the fact that they're not doing a typical origin story is kind of walking out on a limb as far as comic book movies go, which I like. I enjoy. Let's see her origins in quick little snippet flashbacks, but let's get on with the movie. It automatically looks like the Skrulls are here on Earth.
Yes.
That leads to so many questions.
Right.
Maybe the entirety of the MCU as we know it.
And the fact that this was back in the 90s.
Yes.
So, I mean, if that was in the 90s and the Skrull were here then they definitely could still be around now.
It kind of leads to the thing is, does that kind of set a new stage for the MCU? Is the last 10 years Marvel, has that all been a joke?
It's been a giant lie.
It's been a lie setting up something else.
That's how they recast Tony Stark and Steve Rogers.
That is how. Ooh, that could be how you do it. I like the little caveat Marvel did give now that Fox is now owned by Disney and the Scarlet Witch.
Yes, that she is officially the first mutant of the MCU, which, there's been a lot of questioning about how the X-Men will arrive. Is it going to be like a new time thing once the Infinity Gauntlet is destroyed? But if Scarlet Witch is officially a mutant, then that means that Magneto is out there.
That means all of those characters are out there. That means Magneto's there. That means Xavier's there. That means the Logan's out there.
To be fair, they basically said that the Mind Stone unlocked latent abilities that may have already been there.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
they didn't so far as say she's a mutant, but come on.
But said it without saying it, basically.
Yeah, we know what you're saying. Most of everybody knows what you're saying. So, yeah, I love the look of Captain Marvel. I love the look that it's got a cosmic feel.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I'm really concerned about is setting it in the 90s, don't go overboard with the, oh, look how 90s this... I mean, we've already, in the trailer, we've seen Blockbuster Video, we've seen... She's got the Nine Inch Nails shirt on.
So you're afraid of them going overboard with the dated cliches?
Yes, very.
I can see where you're going.
Now, if you're subtle with that, fine, great. I mean, there's no reason why. Just the fact that this movie is set in the 90s is circumstantial. It doesn't have anything to do with the plot. You know, let that just be the setting. It just happens to take place in the 90s. Okay, she crashed her Blockbuster Video. Ha ha.
Wouldn't it be funny if that was the last Blockbuster on Earth in Alaska that she crashed into? I know it's not. It was present day. It was present day. My job.
But kind of circling back a little bit, and speaking of Scarlet Witch, the next piece of big news we got, Scarlet Witch is
going to the small screen.
TV show.
Yeah, don't go to the small screen. This
and apparently
goes
so is Loki.
This goes to Disney's streaming service, which I'm not going to sit here and try to beat around the bush. I'll probably subscribe. Looks like we're going to get some of those big name actors and actresses in the MCU reprising their roles and their characters on the small screen.
Yeah. Now they are talking to Tom Hiddleston and Elizabeth Olsen and whomever else they are planning on doing shows with. So the original actors and actresses will be playing these characters on these streaming shows. They are also we don't know a lot yet. I have hiccups here. Sorry. The other kind of big things we know is that Kevin Feige will be overseeing it.
Yep.
And that we're going to have, I think they said 6 to 8 episodes per season or per series or whatever. And that the budget for these is expected to be the budget of a small production. So you're talking about TV shows that look like MCU movies.
Well, that could be amazing. That could definitely fill in a lot of what happens in between these times.
Right.
Could we see what happens to Captain America and Tony Stark before Civil War? That would be kind of fun. Maybe we go back and we see some of the things that Bucky remembers.
Yeah.
Pre the death of the Stark parents.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's see where this goes.
I mean, you could do.
I'm not saying I don't like the Netflix stuff, but get the big name actors in there and actresses in there. It's gonna be.
I just want to just put them together.
I think they're good. I would say they probably will.
I think it's a matter of time.
There's a lot of rumors saying that these are the final seasons of the Netflix characters because
of the streaming service
and Disney's pulling all of their marketable assets off of Netflix and off of Hulu and off of Amazon Prime.
So kind of beyond that. Joe and Anthony Russo.
We hate you.
We hate you right now.
But we love you.
Yes. In case you have lived under a rock for the last couple of weeks.
Or haven't had internet because of a natural disaster.
Sure. The Russo brothers, now granted this is at the time of filming this episode, which is a few days prior to the episode actually airing, so this may have changed by the time this airs, we don't know. But the Russos posted this picture on their Twitter account with the caption, "Look hard." Now, automatically, everyone starts jumping to the conclusion that the title for Avengers 4 is somewhere hidden in this picture. I'm not so sure of that myself.
I don't believe it is. I really don't. I don't think that they would be that blatant.
Now, they've seen everything from, obviously you look at that picture, you see several things that are shaped like A's, like the ladder.
There's all kinds of A's. Your mind draws A's everywhere.
Right. People have also spelled out the word endgame in there, which that's kind of a stretch personally, but we see X's all over the place in there.
So everybody says X-Men. No.
But what if what they're teasing or what they're going for here has nothing to do with the title? I don't know. Just something about it. The caption bothers me. If you had hidden something in a picture, you would say, "Look closely, look carefully." You wouldn't say, "Look hard."
Yeah.
Look hard sounds like a clue to me. But I mean, we have scoured this thing and scoured other people's opinions and just...
We've done some referencing, and the set picture is an Avengers 4 set piece.
Yeah.
I mean, we see that. That's the same engine that Rhodey was in front of talking to General Ross in Infinity War.
On the ladder, everybody kept. There was a couple of people that said that on the ladder you see the letters MESE.
We think it's MBSE,
which is Latin for month or something like that. And so they were like, "Oh, we're getting the title in a month," but it looks more like it says MBSE, which is model-based system engineering. That is an actual anagram.
Yes, so, it's a big anagram.
So, which I mean. It really doesn't sound like it has anything to do with anything.
Until you read this one line,
but even that is something that's kind of was mentioned a while ago. But basically, model-based systems engineering is a systems engineering methodology that focuses on creating and exploiting domain models as the primary means of information exchange between engineers, rather than on document-based information exchange. But then the next part says, more recently, the focus has also started to cover aspects related to the model execution in computer simulation experiment to further overcome the gap between the system, blah, 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 blah. Now, if you remember back at the beginning of Civil War, where Tony is doing he's giving a speech, and he uses a program called BARF to show himself as a young man with his parents, things like that. Now, there were several crates that were actually marked BARF that were seen on set for Infinity War. And the Russos have said that will play a part. So MBSE, that whole part about experimenting in computer simulation experiment, kind of fits with that.
Is it a stretch?
But why would it be on a ladder? That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
But everybody keeps... I mean, you've got so many people that have like, oh, it says Endgame and blah, blah, blah. We know 4 things about the title of Avengers 4. 4 things. Number 1, we know that the word, or whatever the title was not said during Infinity War. The Russos have flat out stated that. So it is not Endgame.
Because we see Doctor Strange say that, and we're now in the Endgame as he gives the Time Stone up to Thanos.
And Endgame has been said several times throughout the movies. So would it make sense? Sure. But it's not it. Unless they're just blatantly lying to us. Number 2, and the biggest thing that they've said since day 1, actually I'm going to save that one for last. So number 2, they've said that the title will scare us. Endgame is not scary. Avengers Assemble is not scary. Avengers Forever is not scary.
Yeah, Avengers Eternity is not scary. We've seen them all.
Now, speaking of Forever, they've said that Avengers Forever is the closest that anyone has come to guessing the correct title. But number 4, most importantly, when they changed the title from Infinity War Part 2, they said that they were not going to release the title for a very long time. And the reason that they were not going to release the title was, quote, the title itself is a giant spoiler. Endgame is not a spoiler.
Yeah, I don't think Disney is going to end the Avengers with this current crop, so Endgame doesn't make sense. End of an era?
Sure. Yes. End of several people's contracts? Sure.
But not...
But it's not a spoiler for the movie.
No. No, not at all. I think there's more to that picture than meets the eye. Hey, there's a Michael Bay Transformer reference. Yeah. But, 4As, Avenger 4... You flip the thing upside down, it looks like an H or a 4. Maybe that's the biggest tease is guys, we don't really have a title, but look all you want, it's just a picture.
And you know what I think it would be absolutely hilarious? I mean, in the picture you see Joe Russo working on his computer. Mm-hmm. He's working hard. Maybe it was simply just a picture of saying, look hard.
Yeah.
Like, I look hard, like I'm working hard.
Mm-hmm.
What if it wasn't a teaser of anything?
Maybe that's him just doing rewrites.
And I think that would be absolutely hysterical, because the look hard thing does not make sense to look for.
It does not make any kind of sense. I mean, there's a picture on the far right side that says HAR.
I think it looks more like HER myself, but
yeah, I don't know. Somebody will crack it. Although we haven't found James Gunn's final Easter egg in Guardians of the Galaxy yet. We thought we had it, but no. Yeah. We were wrong.
So anyway, what do you guys think? You know, something we missed there too, or something that? But what do you think?
What do you think? Yeah,
that picture is. Put that down in the comments below.
Continue to follow us across social media. That's the Facebook, the Instagram, and the Twitter.
Yeah. Then you comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Hit that bell notification. And thumbs up. Smash it. And get you one of these at that address right there.
That's our Facebook. Just go there and send us a private message letting us know 3 things. What color of shirt would you like? What color of text would you like? And what size would you like? The short sleeve like this one, $20. Mm-hmm. You can get yourself a long sleeve one for $22.
That's right.
And you can get yourself one of our comfy and oh so wonderful hoodies for $25.
There you go. We're going to go back and continue to piece together that puzzle. Yeah. Actually, we're probably going to get some food.
Yeah, some tacos are in order.
Yeah. So, tomorrow's our favorite day of the week, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you then.
Hi, I'm D. I'm here to make sure this show is still on the level. And this is your Russian clip of the day.
Bad jokes, we got them! Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and if you liked what you see, go ahead and click on our faces to go ahead and subscribe to get all of our Monday through Friday stuff.
Indeed, and here's a couple of links down below that you can follow to watch more shows like it. Tons of great content right here at Scallywag Productions. We'll see you tomorrow.